Philippine Information Agency, Kapihan na Zamboanga. Sharing with you timely, accurate, and relevant information regarding government programs, projects, and activities. Catch us every Thursday at 4 p.m. on e-media.
Buenos dias, Zamboanga! Welcome sa PIA Kapihan na Zamboanga sa SM City Minpro. Hatid ng Philippine Information Agency, SM City Minpro, e-media, and MCTV. Mapapanood po ninyo ng live ang ating programa via PIA Western Mindanao Facebook page and other government agencies' Facebook pages including PRO9, The Northern News Flash, and also mapapanood po ninyo sa ating Pagadian and Zamboanga del Sur Media. Of course, sa Isa TV Channel 17, PCH Cable TV, and via cable televisions here in Zamboanga City at MCTV and e-media. Welcome po muli sa lahat po nating mga viewers. Ang ating programa po will discuss important topics that will help you make more informed decisions wherever you are. And welcome po sa lahat din ng ating mga manonood, no? Especially our barangay information officers dito po sa Zamboanga City. Welcome sa ating program. Ngayon po sa ating episode ay pag-uusapan po natin ang resulta po ng naging 2024 National ICT Household Survey at malalaman natin kung ano ba ang purpose ng survey na ito at kailan ito isinasagawa at paano ito magagamit sa ating pang-araw-araw po na hanap buhay or pang-araw-araw po natin na ginagawa. Ngayon, let's welcome po from the Philippine Statistics Authority here in Region 9. Let's welcome po Ma'am Sonia Suknet, the Senior Statistical Specialist and the Regional Focal for the National ICT Household Survey. Welcome sa ating program.
Okay, maayong adlaw. Good day everyone. Buenos dias.
Ayun, welcome ma'am. Like I mentioned, we will talk about the National ICT Household Survey, the conduct, paano ito ginawa. And then I was curious because it's my first time to know about this. Or I don't know kung ako lang po ba or even our viewers po, kung baka first time nilang maririnig ito. But ICT is not new to us, especially in this generation. So it's not new to us. So ngayon, can you briefly explain po sa atin, ano po itong survey na ito and why it was conducted? What are the key findings po natin, lalong-lalo na dito sa Region 9 in terms of the internet access, device ownership, and yung ating usage of ICT among households?
For the information of the general public, the 2024 in ICT HS is a nationwide survey on household conducted by the Philippine Statistics Authority in collaboration with the Department of Information and Communications Technology. Now, the main goal of the survey is to gather updated household and individual ICT data that are necessary in producing internationally comparable core ICT indicators. Now, the data produced from the survey are valuable input in monitoring existing programs, development of potential projects, in monitoring of future policies geared towards the advancement of ICT in the country. Now, as for the key findings of the 2024 in ICT, it's in Region 9. Now, these are the following. On households ICT access, 13.9% of households in Region 9 had access to a communal or shared cell phone in 2024. Now, this indicates a decrease of 21.3 percentage points from the 35.2% reported in 2029. Now, about 5.2% of households have communal or shared computers that can be used by any member at any time. This was lowered by 6.2 percentage points from the 11.4 in 2019. About 51.6% of the total households had communal or shared television that can be used by any member at any time. Now, this was lower by 17.6 percentage points compared to 69.2% reported in 2019. Now, 21.2% of the households had access to the internet at home in 2024, translating to a 15 percentage points increase from 2019. Now, for those households who do not have internet access, high cost of internet subscription, which is about 63.5%, and high cost of equipment at about 41.3% are the top reasons for not having internet connection at home. Okay? Now, for individuals ICT use, our respondents for these items are ages 10 years old and over. Okay? About 68.8% of individuals aged 10 years old and over use the internet. This is Now this is an increase of 30.4 percentage points in 2024. Now ownership of cell phone among individuals 10 years old and over was 65.8%, an increase of 30.6 percentage points from 35.2% in 2019. By type of cell phone, smartphones remain with the higher percentage at 80.7%, while basic or the analog phone was at 19.7%. About 67.3% of individuals aged 10 years old and over use the internet from any location in 2024, an increase of 41.9 percentage points from 2019. Okay. Now, cell phone remain as the most widely used device in accessing the internet at 99.3%. Okay. Now, at about 60.8% of individuals connected to the internet from commercial establishments. Now, internet was mostly used by individuals aged 10 years old and over to make a call at 92.2%.
Okay. So thank you, Ma'am Puno. Thank you for sharing the data to us. So it was very helpful to know. And you mentioned po na we are comparing data from 2019 to 2024. We are doing it every 5 years.
Yes, ma'am. Opo.
Since when po tayo nag-start, ma'am, on conducting this? Since ICT is parang medyo bago lang, no? And when did we started talaga po na mag-conduct ng survey about this?
We started the enumeration last March 2024. Okay.
Okay, so with that po, no, with that being mentioned, yung data po na present ninyo sa amin, how does the ICT situation po in Zamboanga Peninsula compare with other regions in the country? Is it the same po ba or mostly the same po, especially with the use of technology?
Now, the result of the 2024 in ICT HS reveals that Zamboanga Peninsula posted as one of the regions with the lowest percentage in terms of the household internet connectivity, with 21.2% lang. Okay? And meanwhile, region with the highest percentage of internet connectivity was observed at National Capital Region. Siyempre naman, no? Okay. Yes. Now, similarly, Zamboanga Peninsula was recorded with the lowest pa rin, no, percentage across regions in terms of individual ownership of cell phone. At 65.5% lang yung ownership ng cellphone dito.
One of the lowest, but we are not the lowest naman po, yung region na yun.
Yes, okay.
Oo, one of the lowest.
One of the lowest lang tayo.
How would you interpret that, ma'am? Is it because most of the provinces or areas po ba dito sa Zamboanga Peninsula are in rural areas?
Wala po silang signal doon, ma'am.
Okay.
Mostly sa rural barangays, sa remote areas.
So that's why cell phones are not really, parang
hindi talaga
in
nila
use.
ginagamit
Oo.
doon. Oo.
Hindi siya advantage for them, especially dun sa areas na yon. We have enough signal, no?
Oo.
Actually, isa po talaga yan sa mga concerns
Mga
rin in the
concerns,
region
yeah,
na
oo,
that
oo.
we lack areas, no? Or most of our areas here, especially, actually, even here in Zamboanga City, there are still areas, barangays, island
na walang
barangays
signal.
na walang
Okay.
signal. So that's why siguro yun yung naging resulta no ng
Yes,
ating
ma'am. Opo.
survey here in Zampen. How does the PSA naman po, your office, interpret the digital divide between urban areas like Zamboanga City and rural or island municipalities in the region? Dun po yung, siguro dun na po pumapasok nga yung concerns natin on the lowest po, or isa po yung Region 9 sa lowest, no? Especially with the usage of cell phones or smartphones.
Number 5. Okay. Now, the results showed that urban households, which is about 28.1%, reported that higher percentage than rural households. No, that is 17.1% in terms of internet connection at home. Now, this shows a gap or digital divide in the region in terms of internet connectivity by type of residence.
Actually, when we interpret it naman po talaga, ma'am, no, it makes sense, no, yung result ng survey natin. It really makes sense kasi mababa tayo sa internet usage because wala nga po tayong enough signal. And towers po, especially sa ating mga island barangays. How can local government units po with this concern, no, and other agencies like the ICT, you mentioned po you are in partnership with the ICT in the conduct of this ating survey. How can we make use of them, or how can they use these findings to improve yung ating ICT access and digital literacy program in the region?
Now, actually, the ICT HCS is part of the larger Digital Philippines initiative by the DICT. An initiative dedicated to providing every Filipino with access to vital ICT infrastructure and services. Now, it inspires to ensure the sustainable growth of ICT-enabled industries, create more jobs, establish one digitized government, one nation, support the administration in achieving its goals, and be the enabler, innovator, achiever, and leader in pushing the country's development and transition towards a world-class digital economy. Now, moreover, the results of the 2024 NICT-HCS will complement the Konektadong Pinoy Act, no? Also known as the Open Access in Data Transmission Act. Now, that aims to improve internet access, reliability, and affordability by liberalizing the telecommunications sector.
Okay. You know, tama po yun, ma'am, no, na with the use of this data, malalaman ng DICT or other agencies or even stakeholders, ano yung mga areas na kailangan pang improvement on ICT, improvement on internet access, improvement on signals. Baka by then, baka 5 years from now, mas mataas na yung ating
yung internet usage, no?
Oo, mas ano na yung data natin, improve na.
Parang mas advanced na tayo. Okay.
That's what we are looking forward, no? Siguro 5 years from now, after 5 years from now, we will be conducting again another survey. Ma'am, what policy recommendations po, no, or action points does the PSA, your office po, suggest based on the survey results?
Now, as the Central Statistical Authority of the Philippines, ito nga yung PSA. Now, the PSA's mandate is to collect, compile, and disseminate official and objective statistics. Okay. Now, while our surveys like the 2024 in ICTSS provide critical data that highlights trends, challenges, and opportunities, it is not within our mandate to provide policy recommendations. Okay. Our role is to serve as the source of reliable evidence. The data we produce are essential inputs to our stakeholders, including policymakers, government agencies, and researchers, to craft, inform, effective, and evidence-based policies and programs. So our role is only to provide reliable data.
So this is just the statistics, the data, and then it's up for our local government units, other stakeholders, other national government agencies. How will they make use of this data and for them to create policies, programs, services to the community. And hindi naman po about ICT lang, no, yung binibigay na statistics or data ng PSA. There are a lot of especially on economic, no. Isa lang po yung ICT sa nakakandak natin na survey. And ano po yung mga message natin or what can you share to the public about importance po nitong ICT access and how it contributes or paano po nakakatulong yung ating statistics or yung ating survey on ICT for the development in Zampen?
Okay, with this data, we just hope that our policymakers and planners will actually use the data of the 2024 in ICTHS para din naman masayang yung resources ng government, pati yung effort talaga namin sa pag-collect ng data.
Thank you very much, ma'am. Hindi pa po dyan nagtatapos na yung ating program. We still have few questions, mga nitty-gritty pa po na mga questions on the conduct of this survey and yung iba pong mga results natin sa pagbabalik po yan nating program. And first of all, we would like to thank muna yung ating panauhin ngayon. We have Ma'am Sonia Supnet, once again, yung ating original focal for the National ICT Household Survey. We will still come back with another guest po, still from the Philippine Statistics Authority. Thank you very much, ma'am. Do you have any more message?
Okay. Sa lahat ng aming mga respondents, napapasalamat kami sa mga data, sa kanilang cooperation, and support for the success of the survey. Thank you. Maraming salamat po.
Once again po, Ma'am Sonia, thank you very much. Huwag po kayong aalis. Magbabalik pa po ang PIA Kapihan na Zamboanga.
Proteksyon ng mga bata kontra tigdas, polio, tetanus, Hep B at iba pa. Kaya magpabakuna. Ang mga buntis magiging ligtas sa banta ng tetano at diphtheria. Kaya magpabakuna. Ang mga lolo at lola malalabanan ng flu at pulmonya. Kaya magpabakuna. Ang bakuna ay ligtas at epektibo. Kumonsulta sa inyong healthcare worker. Kaya magpabakuna dahil bawat buhay mahalaga.
Welcome back sa ating programang PIA Kapihan na Zamboanga at SM City Minpro. At i-continue po natin yung ating pinag-usapan kanina patungkol pa rin po sa ating National ICT Household Survey. Makakasama naman natin ngayon sa ating program, still from PSA po, Region 9, we have Sir Revin Cataylo, the Assistant Statistician and Alternate Regional Focal po ng here in Zamboanga City on the National ICT Household Survey. Welcome po sa ating program, sir.
So, good day po sa lahat and buenos dias po.
Welcome again, sir. Like I mentioned po kanina sa ating program, napag-usapan na natin yung importance, why do we conduct, and the initial results o yung resulta po ng 2024 National ICT Household Survey here in the Region 9, which is na-present po kanina ni Ma'am Sonia. Ngayon po, based from the result, what percentage po of the household here in Region 9 have access to the internet, and what are the common barriers for those who remain offline? Na-discuss na namin yun ng a little bit ni Ma'am Sonia kanina.
Yes po, as I've mentioned po kanina ni Ma'am Sonia na, and also po based po sa ating result for the 2024 NACTHS, households po with internet connectivity at home was recorded po at 21.2%. This is for the entire region. So for those households po who do not have internet access, isa po sa mga rason kung bakit wala silang internet access is yung pagkakaroon po ng high cost of internet subscription. So we recorded at 58.3% for the entire region in year 2024. So others po have mentioned high cost of equipment, isa sa mga reasons bakit wala silang internet access. Also, members have their own individual or personal connections. Also po, kasama po dyan yung have access to the internet elsewhere, mapasa mall man to o kung saan po yung ating mga respondents. And also, some stated po that they do not know kung paano pa itong gamitin. Yes po.
So yun pala yung initial results. Meron din tayong resulta kanina na napag-usapan namin that there are areas that have no signal. So ito, The highest po ba reason is because of the expensive internet
Yes po. Bale,
plan.
based po sa ating 2024 NICTS, dahil po sa pagkakaroon ng high cost ng pag-subscribe for internet, siya ang naging top 1 reason as to why our respondents or yung ating mga participants for these surveys ay wala silang internet access at home.
So is it higher po ba yung usage of mobile data rather than the internet connection po talaga na postpaid internet connection? Or higher po yung use of mobile data?
So, eto na.
Yung nagre-rely po, yung many residents rely still on mobile data rather than broadband. Is it, ano po ba?
So,
Lumabas
based
po ba
po
siya,
dun
sir?
sa ating result ng ating 2024 NICTHS, among households po with internet connection at home, yung pagkakaroon po ng mobile broadband network or yung ating mobile data was the most commonly available type of connection po at 52.2% for the entire region sa Zamboanga Peninsula. So, as for the availability naman po, or affordability I mean, yung survey results po natin show that in Region 9, we have 865 pesos and 40 centavo was the average monthly spending of the households on internet at home in year 2024. So this was lower po noong ating 2019 at 350 pesos and 33 centavo. So although po dun sa ating 2024 NICTHS doesn't collect information po dun sa ating quality of internet connection, yung results po natin show that among households without an internet connection at home, recorded 15.1% cited for poor quality and speed as one of the barriers of having internet at home.
So marami po tayong mga factors no na kino-consider, lalong-lalo na po based sa results po na na-provide ninyo that most of our household really used mobile data. Is this the same po? I'm sure different yung mga ano natin no, different yung mga naging results sa based on different regions din. So depende po sa mga resulta natin. Pero sa Region 9 lang po ba yung medyo yun yung rason po na because of the high cost of internet?
For that, ma'am, we can only speak for our
Oo,
region, but we cannot speak for others. So, as for our region, yun po yung most commonly po talaga.
Okay, thank you very much, sir, no, for sharing that with us. Na nagkaroon tayo ng idea na okay, ganun pala yung most of our households here in Region 9. How are the ICT tools naman po no being used by residents, especially for education, for work, business, or entertainment? Saan po ba yung mas gamit yung ating mga ICT?
Yes po. So, nung ating 2024 NICTHS results po, also provides po yung patungkol po sa ating mga households usage of internet. So, for this region po, Region 9 Zamboanga Peninsula, majority of the households po use the internet at home for social media. So, kasama po dito yung long distance communication with family and friends at 94.6%. So, andyan din po yung entertainment, katulad po ng movies and games at 77.5%, yung studies for school and projects and research at 71.2% po, and meron po tayong work at 40.9%, and lastly po we have business at 17.8%.
Pero sa household po ito, tama sir?
Yes po,
Hindi
yes po.
siya sa mga offices. That's why ganyan yung results no na more on social media talaga sa mga households.
Yes po.
So at least clear sa atin no na highest talaga yung social media. And I think na nakita ko rin yun before sa inyong presentation during the National Statistics Month na the most used application or the most used ata po na platform no in the internet is yung ating messaging platform. Is it true po?
Yes po. Dahil po mostly po sa atin, we actually gumagamit po tayo ng mga devices to easily communicate po sa ating mga family, friends, and even sa work, we actually use our gadgets and devices po to easily connect or to convey po kung ano po yung gusto nating sabihin.
Thank you, sir. Sir, how about po yung ating mga findings? Do you have findings po showing how ICT used among students or workers po? did it change po from kasi yung ating data, kino-compare natin siya 2024 from the 2019. So that 2019, wala pang pandemic noon.
Yes.
So, ano po yung naging findings natin, lalong-lalo ng 2014 after the pandemic?
Well, one of the objectives po ng ating 2024 NICTHS is to provide data po on household and individual indicators in the post-recovery period following the COVID-19 pandemic. So, some of the findings po ng ating ICT use among individuals aged 10 years and over in the region. Isa po rito yung among individuals using computers. Laptop po yung still the most used type of computer used by 75% of individuals in year 2024. So it actually an increase po siya of 38.6 percentage points from 36.4% in year 2019. So meron din po tayong individuals use of desktop computer posted a decline from 63.7% in 2019 pero bumaba siya ngayong 2024 at 30.7%.
Actually, marami tayong mga interpretation na pwedeng mabuo, no, based sa mga ano lang natin, na i-present natin na data, which is facts talaga from our different households, na from 2019, desktop yung ginagamit.
Yes po.
Ngayon naging laptop na.
Laptop
So
na po.
maybe it's because of the innovation, dahil the more lighter ba, the more handy, and the more accessible yung laptop. So, depende po yan how will you interpret no yung data natin. Basta ito, prinesenta lang, kinandak lang ng PSA at i-present nila sa atin yung kanilang mga nakuhang datos from the households. Did the survey po ba include data about access to government online services? Kasi uso na rin po yun ngayon, especially during the pandemic, nag-increase po yung ating mga applications online or mga websites po ng ating mga government agencies na through online na yung kanilang mga proseso ng pag-conduct ng mga services nila. Meron po ba tayong na-include na ganon na survey na for digital transactions, and what does it say about the public's adoption?
Yes po, based po sa ating 2024 NICTHS, we also have informations about individual access to government websites and online services po. Andyan po yung for the entire region, Zamboanga Peninsula, almost 80% po of individuals were not aware of the government websites and online services of the government. So pangalawa po, we have 8.3% of individuals gumagamit po ng internet to access government services and online websites. So, andyan rin po yung most access government websites po natin and online services is yung paggamit through internet. Included po doon yung paggagamit nila for certificates and IDs at 61.7%. Andyan po yung for contributions, 43.2%, and for education at 30.9% po.
Napakagandang malaman yung mga ganitong detalye, lalong-lalo na po sa ating iba't ibang government agencies. Pag nalaman natin na yung results na ang baba naman ng mga individuals na gumagamit ng or bumibisita sa mga websites ng government. So that means that us in the government should be more visible or mas yung pinaigting natin yung ating pag-promote ng ating mga online platforms para doon na po bumisita yung ating mga agency. And maybe siguro by the next na ikakandak natin na survey ay baka sana po mag-improve, no? Kasi yan yung gusto nating we are looking forward for that. Gusto nating mangyari na all individuals will be aware of the government services and programs, and it will be more accessible using internet. Yun. So thank you very much, sir, for sharing with us no yung ating mga data. I'm sure marami pa po tayong mga makukuhang data. But with the conduct of, eto last na lang, sir, no? With the conduct of our survey, how do we conduct it, sir? Is it house to house pa rin po yung ating survey? Included ba siya sa ating pag-conduct ng census?
One of the mode of collecting po ng ating data is we use po yung copy o yung computer-assisted personal interviews, or we use tablet po. Integration of one of the ICT devices we have is yung tablet. So we use tablet din kasi to make it more accessible para po sa ating mga collectors or tinatawag naming statistical researchers for them na hindi na magbibit-bit ng maraming questionnaire. So, and also mas accessible and easily lang sa mabitbit ng ating mga SRs, lalo na po kung pupunta sila sa mga far-flung areas kung saan malolocate po yung ating mga sample respondents. So, and yun po, for the question of kasabay po ba siya ito ng CMMS? So,
To house?
Yes po, house to house po yung ating pagkakandak nito. So we have sample respondents lang. So this is separate or different po from conducting a census kasi when we say census po kasi lahat po.
Okay, so this one hindi
yes
lahat.
Po, survey lang po to siya. It is a survey, a representation lang po ng whole population. So it speaks for the whole po. Yes po. And yan po.
Pero targeted naman po yung mga areas na na-survey
yes po.
natin. Included other provinces.
Yes po, included pong other provinces.
Okay. Thank you very much for clarifying kasi baka merong iba na hindi naman ako na-survey niyan. Like ako, hindi ko natatandaan na na-survey yung household namin on that. So, may mga chosen lang po tayo which represents the region as a whole. Okay, thank you sir, no. And with that po, any message po no sa ating mga viewers, especially on the siguro pag magkakandak na lang po tayo ulit din ng ating mga surveys, how do we approach ba yung inyong pag-conduct po ng surveys sa ating mga households?
So first and foremost, in most of the undertakings of the PSAs, we have different services kasi we do services and censuses. So apart po dito sa NICTHS, we have many po services na kinakandak maybe annually. We have quarterly po. We have also monthly. So for our SRs po, or what we call po statistical researchers, so it is really needed po or required to approach our respondents appropriately and with respect as well. Kasi sila po yung ating mga respondents. Nasa kanila po yung kinakailangan nating data para ma-collect at ma-process and also para magamit din po ng ating mga policy makers and yun po para may gamit ng ating mga policy makers to improve the lives of the Filipino.
Thank you very much. Sir, last na lang talaga. Can the public see po ba yung naging buong resulta po netong conduct ng survey natin and where can they access it?
Yes po. Once available na po yung ating final results for the NICTHS, though as everyone can remember po, we just presented po the preliminary results for this 2024 NICTHS for the region. Pero once available na po siya, they can actually access it po dun sa ating PSA official website, dun po sa ating OpenStat. So they can actually grasp po our OpenStat to locate po kung ano po yung certain data or ano po yung information na kinakailangan nila for their needs.
Oo, kasi baka may curious tayo, especially for those who will conduct researches, they will need this data, no, yung mga ibang stakeholders natin or ibang offices natin who will be needing the data in the future. Kasi talagang importante, no, or highlight din talaga yung ICT ngayon sa ating generation. With that, thank you very much po.
Yes po, thank you so much rin po for this opportunity and may itackle po natin yung importance ng 2024 NICTHS.
Yes, thank you very much po. Once again, salamat po no sa Philippine Statistics Authority here in Region 9. Thank you, Sir Revin. And thank you rin po sa ating naging panauhin kanina, Ma'am Sonia Supnet. And thank you again po. Let's thank po Sir Revin Cataylo, the assistant statistician and the alternate regional focal po of the National ICT Household Survey. Thank you very much, sir, for the opportunity. And of course, thank you din sa inyong regional director, Director Muchun Pamaran. Thank you very much. And thank you din po sa lahat po ng ating mga viewers ngayong araw. Nawa po ay marami tayong nakuhang mahalagang impormasyon mula po sa ating panauhin ngayong araw. And of course, thank you din sa ating mga barangay information officers na parati pong nakatutok. And thank you to the following sponsors. We have Camiseta, Karimadon, Penguin, and Dunkin, all available here at SMC Riminpro. Magkikita-kita pa po tayo sa ating mga susunod na programa ng PIA Kapihan na Zamboanga. We will tackle different topics pa po mula sa ating iba't ibang ahensya ng gobyerno. Muli po sa ngalan ng Philippine Information Agency, Director General Catherine Chloe De Castro and Regional Director Ms. Noemi Adaga. Ito si Myra Espinosa. Muchísimas gracias.
Philippine Philippine Information Agency, Kapihan, Zamboanga. Sharing with you timely, accurate, and relevant information regarding government programs, projects, and activities. Catch us every Thursday at 4 p.m. on eMedia.